Stephanie Milky here, aka KetoMOM, or often called mom, sis, Steffi, daughter, wife, aunt, and friend. Just like many of you, I carry a lot of titles. My favorite title is mom. I should probably say wife, which takes a lot of my time. But let's be honest, if you want to do something and do it well, you will make the time for it. Commitment is hard because we find ourselves overcommitted, but when you practice prioritizing, you will find out what is actually important and what you can let go. With the KetoMOM podcast, you will learn together how to manage our time, commit to the most important things in life, and I will equip you with the tools you need to feel qualified each step of the way. My name is Stephanie Milky, and welcome to the KetoMOM Secrets podcast. Hey everybody, welcome to the KetoMOM page. My name is Stephanie. This is my amazing husband, Steve. We are diving into our new book,
which resides right here
on the computer,
called Awareness Revolution.
So we're super excited, and we're starting to share it because we're almost done. So we're starting from the beginning. We're giving you a high level, just kind of an overview of the book called Awareness Revolution. It's the book that we're going through right now. And at the end of every live, we have we have different questions to give to you. There's lots of different ways that you can plug into the KetoMOM page, but we're super excited to talk about the topic awareness in lots of different areas of your life. But before we start, we've got a funny joke to start. Well, a couple of funny jokes to start with. I would actually love for you to, number one, tell us where you're tuning in from. Number two, press the share button. Sharing is caring. It invites people into the community. We're also going to be starting something called the Happy Couples Podcast. Be watching for that. It should be launched here in the next probably week, if not 10 days. And so you're going to be seeing a lot of fun things coming. We're starting with the beginning and the chapter 1 today of the Awareness Revolution.
So Awareness Revolution, chapter 1, the connection between awareness and eating. But here's what's really fun, is that, as you know, Stephanie is seriously funny. So we've got some funny jokes that we want to share with you.
Am I going first or are you going first?
Stephanie, why did the tomato turn red?
No, that was my joke.
I took it from you.
Why did the tomato turn red? Why did the tomato turn red?
Because it saw the salad dressing.
It saw the salad dressing.
All right.
I love jokes.
Why don't eggs tell each other jokes?
Probably something about cracking.
Because they'll crack up.
I hope you're laughing this morning.
All right. At number 3, what do you call cheese that's not your cheese?
Nacho cheese.
That's funny.
All right. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, we're going to give you an understanding of the beginning of the book and then chapter 1, because we've got some questions to help them understand awareness around food. Right. So what we did in writing this book is we came up with a whole bunch of different topics involving awareness in your life. And so I wrote this down. It's in the beginning of the book. So it's called Awareness Revolution, Unleashing the Power of Your Mindful Habits in Your Everyday Life. That's the key, is your everyday life. And so Steve was like, hey, when we talk about this, what is the first thing you want to talk about? And I said, we need to talk about food. While there's so many different areas of your life to have awareness around, the KetoMOM page started with food. Recipes, food,
started with food,
how to get healthy. Like, we've been doing this for 10 years. My husband has been diving into the keto diet he did 10 years ago. And that's what started this KetoMOM journey. And it wasn't just the understanding of being perfect with food, but having an awareness around food. And then we realized probably about 2 or 3 years ago, the awareness of different areas of your life and how it can bring you back to being the healthiest version of you. And so I wrote this down, and then I'd love for you. I wrote down awareness is the conscious knowledge and the perception of something. So that's what it is. It's in the book. And the key to opening the door to change. Some people will say, well, Stephanie, what's the key? What's the key? And we went back and forth on a lot of different things. And it was, you first have to have an awareness of what you're doing and why you're doing it and how you're doing it. And so that's why we decided to dive into this topic.
Yeah, think about this. How many of you listen to the radio? I know it's one of those archaic things. And kids these days are like, well, just play this song. Well, back when we were kids, that wasn't an option. We had to listen to the radio. It was whatever the DJ decided to put on. That's what you had to listen to. And so think about this, like if your life was kind of like a DJ and the DJ is just haphazardly grabbing a record, maybe snoozing there, grabbing another record, throwing something on, and everyone's just listening to all this music, but it has no flow. It makes no sense. It goes hard rock to classic jazz.
To country.
It's all over the place. You'd be like, what is going on? But how many of you in your life, you go from sugary carbs to high protein, to I'm only eating fat, to I get rid of the fat, to what's the fat, to all of these different things. We don't want your life to be like that haphazard DJ. We want you to have the awareness around your food, the who, what, when, why are you doing the things that you're doing. Yeah. And we want you to have that flow within your day of it making sense. Right. From one song, I hope this is making sense, from one song to the next song, it seamlessly flows. And honestly, what happens is you start feeling better, you make better choices. Right. When you understand all of those different things. So hopefully that little analogy of a DJ playing crazy haphazard music compared to being intentional and thoughtful, having awareness, makes a difference.
And in the book, we have a ton of different analogies, and we're not going to share all of it with you, but we want to give you an understanding. And I've shared this before on the KetoMOM page. So the book is going to cover food awareness. So we're going to cover food awareness. We're going to cover awareness around community and the power of community. We're going to talk about communication, marriage, parenting, EQ, AQ, resilience, the self-limiting beliefs that you're telling yourself, habit change, and more. So those are kind of the brief topics. I want to tell you, we're not 100% done. So if we went over those and you're like, wait, what about
reading, editing, feedback,
like,
all of those things
what would you like to have an awareness around? I actually do think we should probably throw something in there about finances. I think awareness around money. So we haven't done that, which I should probably make a note of.
Oh, make a note.
So we're close to being done. I think 75%, maybe a little bit less. But we
Numbers
want
work
to
for you or against you.
Well, you made me share this before it was done.
Why not?
So we're going to dive into chapter 1 today. Chapter 1 is awareness around food. It's why you're here. It's the reason you probably clicked on the KetoMOM page. You're like, I need to lose weight. I need to get healthy. I need to understand food. Oftentimes, food controls our everyday life. It controls the things that we're thinking about. Like, we're consumed with food, or you're just making decisions without actually making decisions or knowing what you're doing. So I would honestly encourage all of you to write the word awareness down on a sticky note, a Post-it note. Put it on your refrigerator, put it in your car, just because once you even have that word in your mind, you're going to go, awareness. Oh, I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. I need to pay attention to the choices that I'm making. It's super important. And so chapter 1 is all around awareness of food.
Yep. And so what we've done is we've put together this really neat PDF, and it basically gives you a summary of chapter 1. It gives you some key points and takeaways. And then we've also got some life-changing questions that we believe if you take the time and you answer those, it'll help you bring awareness to this area in your life.
Right.
And so, I'll just share one question with you. And if you want the PDF, you can just comment one page down below. You can comment PDF.
Just say
you
PDF
can say
below.
Questions, give me the questions. Basically, just send us a message. You don't even have to comment. Just send us a message and we'll send you chapter 1's overall, it's kind of like a leadership guide, I guess. Yeah. You could take it to a coffee shop. You could work with your family, sit around a kitchen table, have conversation with your best friends, whatever the case may be. But a question that you could answer yourself today is you could just say, or you can answer this question. What type of food are you currently consuming? How does it contribute to your overall well-being? And we just want you to take some time. Think about that, because the reality is we're all making choices every day, and choices can serve you or choices can have some serious consequences. And so this is a chapter that, if applied, awareness will be brought to your food consumption, right, and it will either help or hurt you in the long run. And I think if you know anything about Stephanie, she truly does care about seeing people grow to become the best version of themselves.
Well, I honestly believe 100% just you going, oh my goodness, awareness is key. It's like the key that unlocks true change. And as we're going to dive into different conversations, right now you're here to change your food. And I need you to know that as soon as you step back and you go, oh my goodness, I actually need to take a look at and pay attention to, am I doing something automatically? Can I actually take a step back and have an awareness of why I'm doing this, why I'm eating, what's causing me to eat, whether it's out of habit or emotions or because the clock says to eat, how often I'm snacking? We talk about that. And I promise you, it seems super overwhelming. Sometimes people go, Stephanie, you have no idea how often I'm eating, or I just take a breather, take a breath. It doesn't have to be complicated. Like I think the simplest things to do is go, oh my goodness, grab a notebook. And for the next I would say for the next few days, write down everything that you put into your mouth. That's it. Jot down breakfast, eggs, snack, almonds, snack donut, snack anything that you, so if you physically have to take a notebook and write everything that you put into your mouth, don't you think that's going to give you an awareness of what you're eating and help you understand, like, oh shoot, it might give you 5 seconds to go, if I have to write this in my notebook, I actually am not going to eat it because I don't want to write it in my notebook, right? We want to give you, so we've got, I think, is there 5 questions?
Yep, 5 questions.
We've got 5 questions to give you to help bring you an awareness of how often you're eating. What are you eating? Are you mindlessly eating the food off your kids' plates? Is it because it's in the employees lounge? Is it because you're going out with friends, you already ate dinner, but you feel bad, and we have so much food tied around being with friends or celebrating or sadness, right? And so here's what we cover in the book. We don't want you to be afraid to eat. We don't want you to be like, oh shoot, now I'm going to overanalyze all of this, because guess what? We want you to be, we talk about how in the book, we want you to actually sit back and be mindful. We take the concept of awareness and then we go, we want you to work on mindfully eating and enjoying your meal and enjoying the things around you, not just shoving food in your face and watching TV or scrolling through the TikTok or going through the drive-thrus all the time because you're in such a hurry you didn't make time to enjoy your meal. And so, yeah, that's what it's about.
It's powerful.
So we're excited. Here's what I want you to know. On the KetoMOM page, you can always go to KetoMomSecrets.com. Click on how to get started. Click on book club. Click on ketones. There's tons of recipes there for you. You can tune in here. We share recipes every day. In the morning, we're going to go over this book. When the book is done, you will have the opportunity to grab it. But if you want those questions, I want you to post PDF in the comments. We're going to send it to you. You can send us a message at any point in time. We'll answer any questions that you have. Whether it's, I have people that go, tell me about net carbs and tell me about total carbs. Like, we can help you with that, but I promise you, awareness around what and why and how this chapter is going to help you. We're going to get it out to you as fast as possible, but the questions will help you. So anything else?
There it is. There it is. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sharing. Steffi likes to say sharing is caring.
Yeah.
Thanks for being a part of this community.
Press the share button.
Your presence matters. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for commenting. If you got any questions or any feedback, just shoot us a DM. We'd love to have a conversation with you.
Yeah, so we'll talk to you guys very soon. Have a great day. Bye, everybody.